Welcome back to the GovCon Intel Briefing, produced by cybercloudai.tech. I'm Alex, and it's July 28th, 2026. We're here to give you the actionable intelligence you need to navigate the federal landscape. Cybercloudai.tech helps small businesses and GovCon teams with cybersecurity, cloud, AI, and federal capture strategy, all without that Fortune 500 overhead. And joining me, as always, is the brilliant Maya.
Hey, Alex. Always great to dive into the signals with you. We've got some really interesting developments today, especially on the AI front, which you know I'm always excited about.
Absolutely, Maya. Let's jump right into some near-term opportunities that caught our eye. First up, Federal News Network is reporting on how coordinated cross-agency disaster relief can work with a significant assist from AI. With disasters increasing, agencies are really being pushed to get creative with planning, preparation, response, and recovery.
Yeah, and this isn't just about better weather models. We're talking about AI for predictive analytics on resource allocation, optimizing logistics for emergency supplies, even AI-driven communication platforms to coordinate disparate federal, state, and local entities. For cybercloudai.tech, this screams potential for secure, scalable AI solutions that integrate across diverse systems. Think about the data fusion challenges alone. It's a huge problem space, and AI is the key to unlocking more effective, faster responses.
That's a great point on the integration, Maya. Staying with opportunities, the Army is speeding up the firing process for civilian employees. Federal News Network notes this puts the Army's 188,000 civilian workers on unsteady footing as the service plans to continue cutting those jobs.
And this isn't just a workforce management issue. It's a potential opening for contractors. When the Army cuts civilian positions, they still have mission requirements. That often translates into outsourcing, especially for specialized IT, cybersecurity, or even administrative support functions that are harder to backfill internally. Companies that can provide agile, cost-effective services to fill those gaps could find a significant market here. It's about being ready to step in where the government is stepping out.
Definitely. And for our third near-term signal, FedScoop reports the Secret Service wants more AI robots for target practice. The Department of Homeland Security unit is planning to award a contract later this year to expand its autonomous robotic training tools.
Okay, this one is just cool, Alex. The Secret Service is looking to expand its use of AI-powered robots for training. This isn't just about static targets. We're talking about dynamic, intelligent adversaries for agents to train against. Think about the AI algorithms needed for realistic movement, adaptive behaviors, even scenario generation. For us, it's about the underlying AI development, the secure integration of these systems into training environments, and the data analytics to assess performance. It's a perfect example of AI moving from the theoretical to the practical, making training more effective and, dare I say, more robotic?
You always find a way, Maya. Moving on to agency and customer intelligence, Mary Talk has an interesting piece on how agentic AI raises the stakes for federal identity governance. Federal agencies already struggle with governing identities across cloud platforms, legacy systems, contractors, and mission partners. Agentic AI, with its autonomous software that can retrieve data and take actions, just makes that problem more urgent.
This is a critical one, Alex. Agentic AI agents aren't just users, they're autonomous actors. If an AI agent can access data, call APIs, and execute actions, then its identity and permissions need to be governed with an even higher level of scrutiny than a human user. We're talking about robust identity verification for AI, granular access controls, continuous monitoring of AI agent activities, and audit trails that can pinpoint exactly what an agent did, when, and why. For GovCons, this means developing or integrating advanced identity and access management solutions specifically tailored for AI workloads and agentic systems. It's a whole new layer of complexity on an already complex problem.
That's a huge area for cybersecurity firms to lean into. Also, on the acquisition front, Federal News Network highlights that the House NDAA proposes major acquisition workforce reforms. House lawmakers are putting forward changes that could impact how the Defense Department recruits, develops, evaluates, and manages its acquisition program.
This is a signal for anyone doing business with the DoD, Alex. A more efficient, better-trained acquisition workforce means potentially faster procurement cycles, clearer solicitations, and a more sophisticated understanding of complex technologies. But it also means contractors need to be even more precise and aligned with DoD's evolving priorities. Understanding these reforms and how they'll change the DoD's internal capabilities will be key to tailoring your capture strategies and proposals. It's about adapting to a smarter, potentially leaner acquisition environment.
Good insight, Maya. And FedScoop has a thought-provoking article titled "The Walls We Rebuilt with Cloud Modernization." It argues that efforts to dissolve the federal government's collaboration fragmentation problem with cloud modernization replaced a human problem with a technical one, and in some cases, made it worse.
Oh, this resonates so much with what we see in the field. Agencies rush to the cloud thinking it would magically solve all their data silos and collaboration woes. But if you just lift and shift existing fragmented processes and data structures into the cloud, you don't solve the underlying human and organizational issues. You just get cloud-based silos. The article points out that we've essentially rebuilt the walls, just with different materials. For GovCons, this means the opportunity isn't just in moving to the cloud, but in helping agencies rethink their processes, data architecture, and collaboration strategies within the cloud. It's about holistic digital transformation, not just infrastructure migration.
That's a crucial distinction, Maya. It emphasizes the need for strategic thinking beyond just the tech. Now, let's shift gears to some broader budget and market movements we're watching. GovExec recently put out a video discussing how a debt ceiling breach could mean the federal government decides not to pay any government employees.
This is a serious watch item, Alex. While we hope it doesn't come to that, the mere possibility of a debt ceiling breach introduces significant uncertainty. For GovCons, this means delayed payments, contract freezes, or even stop work orders if federal employees aren't getting paid or agencies can't access funds. It's a reminder to keep a close eye on federal budget negotiations and maintain strong financial reserves. It underscores the importance of diversifying your client base where possible, though obviously federal is our core.
Absolutely. And on a related note, Federal News Network highlighted that Congress can pass legislation, but government still has to implement it. Mitchell Miller noted that HUD has lost something along the lines of 1,800 personnel just over the last 2 or 3 years. We also saw the Office of the Director of National Intelligence has shed hundreds of staff over the past 18 months.
These personnel cuts and implementation challenges are a recurring theme. Whether it's HUD, ODNI, or other agencies, a reduction in staff means a reduction in internal capacity to execute missions, manage programs, and implement new legislation. This creates a vacuum that often needs to be filled by external expertise. For GovCons, it's about understanding where these capacity gaps exist within target agencies and positioning your services as the solution to help them achieve their mandates despite internal resource constraints. It's not just about selling a product, it's about providing the human capital and expertise that agencies are losing.
That's a very practical way to look at it, Maya. So, pulling all this together, what are 3 practical capture actions our listeners should be considering right now?
Great question, Alex. First, given the rise of agentic AI and the identity governance challenges, I'd say proactively develop and position solutions for AI identity and access management. Agencies are going to need robust frameworks for authenticating, authorizing, and auditing AI agents. If you can provide that secure foundation, you'll be ahead of the curve.
That makes sense. What's next?
Second, with the House NDAA proposing major acquisition workforce reforms, deeply analyze how these reforms will impact DoD procurement and tailor your capture strategies accordingly. Understand the new priorities, the new skill sets, and how you can best align your offerings to a potentially more sophisticated and streamlined acquisition process. It's about being a partner, not just a vendor.
And for the third action?
Finally, addressing that walls we rebuilt with cloud modernization issue, I'd say focus your cloud offerings on holistic digital transformation, emphasizing process reengineering and collaboration strategies, not just infrastructure migration. Help agencies break down those human and organizational silos within the cloud, not just move them there. Show them how to truly leverage cloud for better collaboration and mission outcomes.
Excellent, Maya. Those are 3 really actionable takeaways for our listeners. This has been a packed briefing today.
Always is, Alex. So much happening.
Indeed. And that wraps up another GovCon Intel briefing produced by cybercloudai.tech. For more GovCon cybersecurity, cloud, AI, compliance, and capture support, visit us at www.cybercloudai.tech. And if you're enjoying our insights, be be sure to check out our other technology and GovCon podcasts at www.cybercloudai.tech/Spotify. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.